What's up, everyone? My name is Gary, and today we're headed to Abneyville Rock. So this area is north of the two previous videos that I filmed around this area, Horseshoe Bluff and Grassy Knob. Okay, what's nice about this trail is I've got a refrigerator to store my food in while I'm hiking. Now, the reason I'm headed here today is because there is this rock, basically slab, that goes on for quite a way. So this to me is really the beginning of where the Big Muddy River enters the Shawnee National Forest, and it comes up against this, sedimentary rock that forces it just to kind of parallel these bluffs. Just a really interesting geological feature along the Big Muddy's route to the Mississippi. So we're gonna go check it out. So now you can start to see fields out this way, and you can see a little bit of the Big Muddy coming up here. Okay, we're making our way to the edge of this bluff, so I can give you the first look at what we're going to explore today. So yep, there's a prominent point. Now, as you can see, there's just fields out here. Of course, we got the Big Muddy, and if you look straight down there, yeah, that's pretty far down there. Big rock. But this is what we're going to explore today. This little rock shelf here that juts out into the water. It goes on for a good little ways. And yeah, we're just going to go up here. But I know that I can go right about in there. Okay, so I actually made my way up the river. And I've not seen this place before, where I could potentially get out on the rock here and work my way back up. So yeah, we're gonna check this out, and it's a little damp, but I'll just be safe. We got some ice here, but yeah, we'll go out here and check this out. This is of course wet, but there is a layer of thin ice on it, so it is something you have to be careful on. Just take your time and work your way across. Yeah, so gotta have good footing for this. But yeah, that is just a beautiful area. So this is a sandstone, and you can see where it's just been carved out by this by the Big Muddy. There looks to be a lot of iron oxide in it, and a lot of river down there that I do not want to be in. So I'm just going to take my time, be careful. Okay, just to make it clear, you do not have to go around this bluff to get to this area. You can actually come down a little side canyon, and it's a lot easier. I just thought this area was cool. It is dangerous, especially if it has water on it. I have been back here in the summer or the spring and went along this bluff, and I actually had a snake come down off the bluff and roll past me into the water. So that was weird, and yeah, I've never been back since in the spring or in the summer. So this is really our first geological little oddity here. See how this rock is going two different directions? We've got this one that's angled up, and then we've got this other layer that's angled the other way. And it's like that iron oxide. It's really, really tough stuff. And you can see where this one is broken off. It's got a different coloration than the top side. So this has a really iron rusty color. Little area right here. Yeah, that would be an excellent place for a snake. So if you're in there, Mr. Snake, keep on hibernating. I don't want to see you. Yeah, look at this beauty. What's strange is all the times I've been here, I have never photographed this waterfall. And to me, it looks better in the winter when it's frozen. You can see that this has scoured out this area a little bit. We've got this little island, which is kind of neat, from all the mud that has come from here, and especially from the muddy, and it's just mounded this up in this like a little eddy here. There's a canyon back up in here. So this area getting around here, this is like a thorn jungle. It is not pleasant at all. Ugh. We've just got another little waterfall here that's froze over. And we've got some water going underneath this. Little air bubbles. So this rock has writing all over it, especially out in this point here. I'm going to show you some of it. So this is the canyon area. We've got Bob right on there. Our Riesling. I don't know what that date says, August something, maybe 26. This one actually has 1911 on it. For Albus Grizzle, because this is a Z here. Yeah, so my question to you is, when does etchings like this become historical, and when do they become graffiti? Yeah, that's just something to think about. That's over 111 years old now. Yeah, just look how beautiful this is down below. Just this curtain of ice. And you can see this this mud here goes down a long way. If it wasn't frozen, I wouldn't be standing on this, because this does not feel stable in some areas. Yeah, the edge of this rock by the waterfall is very cool looking. And the reason is it's just been carved and etched by this river. And we've got water coming out here of the side that's been frozen. And we've got some out, we got some of it over here also. All right, so you can really tell this here has been angled up. And it's a pretty thick layer. Okay, this rock here, it's just full of little nodules. Iron oxide. Yeah, it's just got this really cool texture. I mean, it just looks old. Almost has a, you know, like a volcanic look to it here, but it's not volcanic at all. This is all sandstone. And it's fell off this bluff over here. Just a beautiful rock up here. Just to accentuate everything else we've seen so far. Just keep things interesting, you know. Now we're getting into a sandish type environment. This is not mud. This is definitely sand that's been blown up in here. And it's a good likelihood that it may have been blown from across from those fields with a strong wind. You know, that's just a guess, but this is sandstone also. So of course this is going to add to it. And this is just where the water has flowed. And it's created these little ripples. So some people may think this bluff is just, you know, a bluff that goes into the river. And there's, you know, it's not too impressive. But to me, especially this being on the Big Muddy, this is impressive because you don't see this along the Big Muddy very often. And this area is a part of the story of Horseshoe Bluff, of Little Grand Canyon, of, you know, Grassy Knob, of Pine Hills. So this is all within that area that we have explored and will explore. So this is just a small part in that story. So for this to go on for so long, and this exposed sandstone, I mean, to me, it's just fascinating and interesting. And I want to learn more about it, why this is here. And you can see that this bluff has shaped the river. So it couldn't go any further, you know, beyond this sandstone. So this is a natural barrier to the Big Muddy and to the Mississippi when it used to flow through here. So from a geological standpoint and the shaping of what we see now, yeah, this is significant. Yeah, just some more real cool weathering on this rock. Okay, we are finally rounding the bend of this rock. That's how far we've come so far, but over there's the bluff. And I think there's a little canyon, another canyon to go by, maybe right up in there. Yep, so we're pretty high up here again. All right, we've come against our next obstacle. This is another canyon. And if this was a little bit more frozen, I could probably go down here and work my way up. But I am not for certain how slick that is. So I'm gonna head up this canyon a little bit and make my way up around the other side. And we'll go up in this mess and we'll try to figure out a way around. Oh, slick. Yeah, not a bad little detour. Yeah, so that doesn't go up very far in there. But that tree is just perched to fall anytime, isn't it? Yep, don't want to be around for that. Okay. Gonna have to find a place to cross this ice. And look at that. Isn't that lovely? A little heart in the ice. That is nice. I do love this place. Still slick and mossy, but I think we can do it. Oh, a little crunchy. All right, we made it. I can see the bluff now. Make sure I don't fall on my butt. Okay, yep, so that's the other side over there. Made it safely across. Pretty much done the biggest part of it. And I have not explored this section. I've always just kind of turned back because it didn't look like there was a whole lot on this side. But we're gonna find out today if there is. Now what I do notice is there's a prominent bluff up this way. And we've got a lot of slick rocks between here and there. So I may head down a little bit. No, I'll just head across here. So the key to this, besides having good footwear and a good sense of balance, is finding these little footholds in the rock. See, like right here is a little nodule coming up. And I know my foot will hold on that. I've got a wet or a dry rock there. So if you can find those little edges and you've got good shoes, for the most part, you will stay upright if you're just watching what you're doing. Yeah, getting real close to that outcrop and that bluff. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a little arch. I did not expect that at all. So that's what happens when you get out here and explore. Look at that. Woohoo! And this first one, you can see light underneath it a little bit, but that second one, oh yeah, definitely light. So that is beyond cool. Yeah. Cool, cool. Here it is from the other side, and you can see that layering up here. Look at that. So we've got a layer that going this way, and then we've got a layer that's going this other way. Yeah, And then we've got our little arch. Look at it. It's so cute. Now you cannot even see that first bluff that was on. So we've rounded the bend a little bit. All right, so we're gonna hit our first major obstacle here, and it is this mud. There is no way I can navigate this safely to get over to the other side. I think we're running out of bluff over this way, but I am gonna go check it out since I'm already this far, because I don't wanna, you know, leave something cool around that edge there, because it does look like it goes up in there a little bit. So we're gonna check that out. Alrighty, my friends, we have ran this bluff until the end. Lots of briar patches. This is just mud and sand down here. And this just kind of, this bluff just kind of goes back up away from the river. So yeah, that's gonna be all. Yeah, just overall a really good day of hiking. And I survived the Abneyville rock horror. And yeah, it was just a fun time out there. Just, you know, photographing and filming that spot. Because I took a look on YouTube before I come out here about a week ago. And I didn't see anything on this area, which surprised me because it is a pretty cool area. Yeah, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please like, because we need your likes. We need your likes to make sure that Google gets this out to other people and they have similar interests. And if this is your first or second video and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Just subscribe. Now, just I hope I've earned your subscription because, you know, these are really cool hikes. And right now I'm focusing on Illinois, but I will be going to other places. I plan on this spring going over to Missouri and doing some just geology hikes. And then I'll head out towards some other places out west and we'll get some video out there. So yeah, you know, subscribe because more is coming. And thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.